Okay, so we're going up here. Actually, I think like Tally helps us with engineering and hacking, so we might need her at some points, I think. So I think maybe getting rid of Garrus, like, oh, CSEC officer, you can talk to.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, let's save, see if this is possible now. Need to make sure I save more.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jolene.
Lying?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
I was afraid Shorban...
I can't let this continue any further.
But I can.
Too late, Volus.
But this data could be used to unravel all the
Tell me
secrets.
more about this data.
Well, it's... We might learn how
there
the
we go.
Citadel was built, or why the Keepers always rearrange things. The possibilities are limitless.
If it's that important, then take it back to the people it belongs to.
I suppose I should. All right, I'll take it back and continue work on it there. Thank you for not turning me in. I'll make the most of this second chance, I promise you.
Good.
Have a nice day, Jolene.
Commander? Would you be interested in helping me study the Keepers?
What do you need me to do?
Just take this scanner. Every time you see a Keeper, scan it. Whenever you get a unique scan, I'll reimburse you. That's it. Good luck, and so long.
That was good.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's
We
cover.
were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might
Do
seem
you
cold.
really need to risk her
This
life?
job is... But since you're so
It's nice to
concerned...
see you're still working all
As
the
part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
You don't need a...
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
Sure.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
What makes
Why
them
are you
legal?
so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. That's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
Nah, true. It's like giving them tanks.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Alright.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Awesome. Oh. Yeah, I need to change my team. How do I change them? Okay. Where's the teleporter? There it is. I need to go to the markets.
Huddle up!
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades. Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be...
I think I'll be going.
As you say, Earth Clan. Good day to you.
Good day. Hey,
Hold it. That's close enough, Army.
sure.
You got my payment?
Yeah.
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
I'm taking you in, Jax.
It's a sting! Bastards set us up! The hell are you playing at?
Sorry, Jax. This is the end for you.
Stupid Army bitch. Kill her. Negative contacts, Commander.
Caesar, we took them out and took them into justice. They tried to get away with being criminals, but it didn't work. We gave them the upper hand of justice. When I mean justice, I mean a bullet to the head. Oh, it's so reflective. Hello!
What the hell happened down there, Commander?
Jax needed killing. Here's your shipment.
You've put me in a bit of a bind here, Commander. See yourself out when you're ready.
What's Renegade, really? No, I don't want Renegade. Didn't seem like Renegade. Alright then, we're gonna have to load it. We did something evil. Alright, he did say don't do anything. Right. Oh, we have to clear back.
Hello?
Market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Successful. Very strange that the top option that's supposed to be good is like you're under arrest, when it's actually a renegade option. Bit weird, but anyway. We can reset time. We can change the future. So a renegade option for free.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Huh. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go.
Integrity foreign.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
There we go, 8 Paragon. And a load of stuff, so it was worth going back. What are we doing now? Yeah, we need to go back to that girl and tell her that her sister's coming back. Where is it then? Flux. There we go. Oh, hello. Looks like you were
Yeah, what
doing
is it?
something bad.
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
I know Doran. If he says you're cheating, you're cheating.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
That is cheating. That's the definition of cheating. If you're putting something into the system where it's giving you a clear advantage, it's cheating.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
Yep.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy. Of course, nobody notices those.
Okay. So why do it? Yeah.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
My friend won the Amani Warbear from World of Warcraft. He's happy, so I'm happy too. Isn't that so cheap?
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
Yeah.
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others.
Oh my god, and then
I
they...
just need a few more wins recorded.
Okay.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Why don't you just sell the device then?
What? No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. Besides, you saw how easily it was detected. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye. Ah, change your mind? You gonna help me record those wins?
Can you do that?
It's illegal to use my system. I just need a few more wins recorded.
I'll help you out.
Ah. I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let... Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
Hello.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
That's
I
good
was
to
glad to
hear.
help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
They should be. Aren't you?
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Typical.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
Oh, PvP. Save. I think this is the way of doing it, because if we give him the system, then...
Hello again. Can I help you?
Yeah.
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Cheaters shouldn't prosper.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the Quasar. On the house.
Aw, thanks.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
I honestly, I would have done that anyway, because
I'm waiting for someone else.
now he's going to be angry, but that's for
So,
trying to
did
cheat.
you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Actually, I gave your device
That
to
was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
Maybe you should put your talents to better use.
Yeah.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Well, be better.
What am I gonna do now?
Make a better device. Make it to help somebody instead of trying to help yourself. Alright, okay. What's this? What is that? What is this? Yeah, okay, so it's that way. I'm guessing I have to go. Oh, it's loading. This one? Is it anything around there? No. I think I have to go into this hallway, right?
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists.
Oh.
The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Tons of objectives we're getting, I think.
So how are you liking your posting at the Academy?
It's good. Busy, though.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. I'll trace the new signal.
Maybe a massive
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars.
Hey Rex, this is for
Many
you.
council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
And then you snipped them. Give him a good snipping. Snip, snip. Let's see, is the objective here? Let's go up to the top floor and find out. Any objectives here? No, doesn't look. Oh, there it is. It's the broker. Shadow broker. Oh, that was a lovely bird noise in my ear. Come on, let's go.
Greetings, Earth Clan. I believe congratulations are in order, Commander Shepard. You are the first human to join the Spectres, yes?
It's a great honor.
One you are no doubt ready for. A word of warning, though. There are many eyes watching you now, Commander. Some of them want to see you fail. I, however, wish you only success. Perform well and you bring the Earth Clan one step closer to joining the Council. And if they let your people in, maybe there is hope for my own species one day, yes?
Yeah, hopefully.
I should go.
It should be, to be honest.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, I have to discover this signal.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidio.
Okay. And there's somebody close by. Upstairs, through here. Hello?
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
What?
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that, when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers. and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
Oh dear.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
You don't have to fight.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
Commander, AIs are universally illegal. They must be destroyed upon contact without exception.
Why?
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
What do I say now?
There's no way you could get explosives onto the Presidium.
Not raw explosives, no. But I did obtain technical systems that, when overstressed, will explode quite effectively. If you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
Oh, come on.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates.
Let's do this.
I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Oh. Oh my god, he even said, don't move out. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna move out. Look at this. I'm gonna find the destructive things and charge you out. Oh, and I'm all the way back here.
Must be hard for you, Garrus.
Oh, hello.
Knowing that the person behind all this death and destruction is a Turian Spectre.
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Glad to hear it. I was losing sleep over the prospect of people not loving the Turians.
Oh, Rex. I'm keeping you around, Garrus. You're taking a break.
If you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the...
I'll bet that
You may attempt, I will...
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
So that's what the computer was used for. But at least we succeeded, so... Quick save. Found out how to quick save now. That'll be very useful for future endeavors. Right, now we can head to... I want to head to every level and see if there's any quests. I haven't got most of them, but... Let me see. Oh, I can walk? Oh, T. Cool. Alright, yeah. Level. Alright, let's see. Oh, my charm level is like super. It's super good. I can charm the pants off of everybody that I see. I don't know why I'm doing this accent, but it seems to be working.
Yeah, May.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna do... What's this one do? Only use when pistols. Boots accuracy and everything. Bunks weapon heat use. Duration 6 seconds. I don't really like that very much, so I'm just gonna go for... Let's go for healing. So I don't have to... Right, let's go. Let's see, so... Oh wait, we can just... C-sec. Itchy. Scratching my neck a little bit. Okay, let's see. Are we going upstairs? Nice.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Rex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
No, Rex. Wonder how you got those scars. Wait, what? Did I go the opposite way? Dang it. Back through this way.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars.
Alright.
Many council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the
Thank goodness for the skip button. Because before you used to have to spend like eternities in the just the docking bay? Yeah,
in a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Nice. Hello.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Oh?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I will.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Ah, so he wasn't taken as a Spectre, he was in training like I was.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me.
Okay.
I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
What about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans.
Okay.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Liara
We have
Tassoni.
reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Didn't realize we have such a bad ambassador, to be honest. Hey, I'm such a horrible person. So surely you'd want a nice person.
Yes, Commander?
The front face of everything. You worked with the Spectres.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Okay. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries.
Okay.
The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core.
Oh.
Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How was anyone hurt?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire.
Oh.
Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500.
How did he get blamed?
Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
It wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Yeah. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I think we've got all the objectives. Let's get on to the Normander. Please open all the doors in the airlock.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
You have brought a Krogan, a Taurian.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%.
Nice.
Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
We won't
Yes,
fail.
ma'am.
Nice! That was amazing. I loved it. Great speech, Shepard Kokoro. And I think, on that note, we'll end things there. And we will search the galaxy for different objectives and getting things done. And we'll see what main objectives we can do as well. Until then, catch you later. Bye!